My life is a lemon. I faced the truth afresh, bent over a cold stainless steel mixing bowl, whipping egg whites and sugar into stiff French meringue peaks. Lolly's life goal number 2, my sister Daphne read aloud, perched on a stool across the gleaming stainless steel prep counter of the diner's kitchen. She paused and eyed the list of adolescent ambitions a far younger me had optimistically scribbled in sparkly purple gel pen in my middle school diary. Own my own restaurant somewhere amazing. She glanced over at me skeptically. Does managing our family diner in Magnolia count? I shot her a wry look. I don't think Danish comfort food in a 50-year-old diner was quite what I was imagining when I wrote that. So much of my life was not what I'd imagined when I wrote that. I leaned over the hand mixer with renewed vigor. Outside the huge French-paned windows, the winter darkness was beginning to lighten, with a touch of pearl as morning broke. More than likely, the clouds would settle into a day-long light drizzle. Late winter in Seattle was often wet, chilly, and unremittingly gray. I usually loved this time of the morning. Pie-making time. Alone in the kitchen with a serene sense of purpose, and Tanya Tucker warbling plaintively on the radio. But not today. Today, the weather matched my mood. Number 3, fall in love. She paused and squinted at the page. You scribbled a note in the margin that says, I'd like him to look like Freddie Prinze Jr. or Brad Pitt. Daphne shot me a curious look and wrinkled her nose. Who's Freddie Prinze Jr.? Did you ever see She's All That? No, I guess you were too young. I brushed a wisp of hair back into my bouncy ponytail. It was the 90s. Freddie was dreamy, a total heartthrob. I redoubled my efforts on the meringue, which was now stiff enough to stand by itself in frothy white peaks. Daphne studied the page. What was this list for, anyway? Closing my eyes, I was instantly catapulted back to my 7th grade classroom. The buzz of hormones and invincibility. The smells of old linoleum. Adolescent boys wearing too little deodorant, and girls wearing too much fruity body spray. Ms. Beeson's English class. We were supposed to write out a life goals list, a plan for the next 20 years, which is sort of crazy given that most of us couldn't plan our way out of a paper bag when we were 13. She was big on plans. Pencil skirts and plans. That's ambitious, Daphne said, looking again at the list. It's kind of sad to read it now, I commented lightly. Sad how? I turned off the mixer. Next month, I'll turn 33. It's been almost exactly 20 years since I wrote that list, and I haven't done a single thing on it. My tone was matter of fact, but the realization stung, sharp and true. I had not thought about the list in years, but the reality that I hadn't managed to accomplish even one goal was disappointing. Daphne closed the diary and tossed it on the counter, then stretched, young and lissom in her yoga gear. Her sleek chestnut hair swung over her shoulders. Hair color was the only thing we shared in terms of appearance. Daphne took after our dad, small and leanly muscled, a dancer's build. I favored our mother's Danish side of the family, taller with rounded curves and high, broad cheekbones. She slid off the stool and surveyed me. Do you still want all those things?